Hi everyone, I'm Carolyn Park and I'm going to be facilitating this course with you for spring session. I am talking to you through my webcam, which doesn't really give me much control over anything, and I am a beginner at this, so I hope you will bear with me if I and ah and pause because I don't know how to stop and start it again. I have been with Athabasca University since 1999 when we started this graduate program. I love this mode of delivery and the opportunities that it gives you to study when and where you can, and as well I can work and grade your papers where and when I can. We have students from across the country and sometimes other parts of the world, and we have students from all sorts of health disciplines, and that to me is also very exciting. By the time we finish this week and you've written your introductions, I hope we'll know what kind of a group we have. This is going to be a little bit larger group than normal, and I set it up that way rather than two small groups. I will be monitoring the forums, and if I find that they get too big or too long, I will split them. You may or may not see me split them, but I will try and control the amount that you have to read each week. As well, I think you'll notice that you do not have to do every activity that is suggested in the weeks. Do those things that you think will help you learn something new, but if you're a real keener and you want to do them all, that's certainly your choice as well. I have built a calendar on the side of your Moodle page there, which has the dates that the assignments are due and tells you which week we're in. After this first week, I'm going to start the weeks on Wednesday morning. I do this so that those of you who only participate on the weekends are not always coming in at the very end. So it'll be a long first week. There'll be lots of introductions to read. There are some activities to try out, and you're going to read about philosophical politics, philosophical theory. What have we got? Being also the week when we have a federal election, it'll be interesting to see if we can relate what we're discussing this week with whatever's happening in the real world. Of course, in health care, we're able to do that all of the time. There's barely a day goes by when there isn't an article in the media about health care. So some of you will be able to read those and bring them into our discussions as we go. You'll see when you go to the forums for the week that they're really in reverse order. The way that Moodle, and Moodle is the name of the software program that we use as a management system for the courses, whatever forum is presented first is at the bottom of the list, and as more forums are added, the first one just keeps going down. So when you look at it, you'll see that introduction is not the first one you see, it's actually at the bottom of the list. It's not to say that you have to do your introduction first, but just so that you'll understand a little bit about the building of the forums. I'm going to try and build forums in for each of the activities each week, but that does not preclude you from adding a forum if you have a topic that you think doesn't naturally fit under any of those that we're talking about. But do remember, we also have the coffee room forum where you can talk to each other. And you can always email me at any time if you want to talk to me privately. I haven't made a decision yet as to whether I'm going to have sort of virtual office hours or not. I think I'm going to wait and see how the discussion goes and how the communication between yourselves and myself goes. I've built a break week in, June the 15th. It comes before your second assignment. It gives you a few extra days and gives you just some time to stop and think, because there's a heck of a lot of content. You'll see very quickly that this course is sort of a past, present, future of the Canadian healthcare system, so you can imagine how much we're trying to cover in a very short period of time. The first assignment will come upon you quite quickly. It's deliberately a small assignment, but early in the course so that you have a chance to try writing. I have a chance to try and give you some feedback before we get to that deadline date of when you can withdraw from a course and still get some money back. I hope none of you will want to do that, but you know, some of you may find that this wasn't exactly what you thought you were signing up for. So let's give you that opportunity. There is also a latest news section you'll see on your Moodle page. It's, I think, on the right. You'll see it announced on the right hand side at the top. I'll put some announcements in there if any arise, but you will not be able to respond to those. If you need to respond to any of the announcements, just email me. And one other thing that I am going to try this term is called marginalia. When you go into your forums, you'll see that there's a drop-down box on the upper right that says Hide Annotations. If you open that, it will give you a margin on the right-hand side of each posting where you can write notes. You can write those notes and have them private only to yourself, or you can write them and have them public. Please don't write any nasty things in there because you never quite know whether they're really private or public. But I'm going to try using marginalia to write little comments back to all of you when you are posting, so that my comments don't add additional posts to the discussion. It's an experiment and we'll see how it goes. But if you don't have, if you haven't opened up the annotations in that box, you won't see any margin at all. So I'm going to write a few of these notes down and put them under where I post this video so that you can refer to them. But essentially, I just wanted to say hi and let you see me, and if this works out, I may actually introduce another video. Who knows? Have a great course. It is a nice course, and I hope you like the whole way we do this at Athabasca.